Hello, and welcome back to Bedtime Stories from the Book of Virtues. For those of you who tuned in yesterday, all 5 of you, we're starting a nightly reading of the Book of Virtues, or at least a couple times a week, and there will be one or several stories read a night. And we are just going to explore what this book is all about. As I mentioned, it's something that's near and dear to my heart, having had it read to me as a child, and I intend to do the same for my future children and anyone else out there who cares. So here we go. This is from the first section, Self-Discipline, and the story is entitled Please by Alicia Aspinwall. Webster's defines our manners as our morals shown in conduct. Good people stick to good manners, as this story from a turn-of-the-century reader reminds us. There was once a little word named please that lived in a small boy's mouth. Pleases live in everybody's mouth, though people often forget that they are there. Now all pleases, to be kept strong and happy, should be taken out of the mouth very often so they can get air. They are like little fish in a bowl, that come popping up to the top of the water to breathe. The please I am going to tell you about lived in the mouth of a little boy named Richard, but only once in a long while did it have a chance to get out. For Richard, I am sorry to say, was a rude little boy. He hardly ever remembered to say, please. Give me some bread. I want some water. Give me that book. That is the way he would ask for things. His father and mother felt very bad about this, and as for the poor please itself, it would sit up on the roof of the boy's mouth day after day, hoping for a chance to get out. It was growing weaker and weaker every day. This boy Richard had a brother John. Now John was older than Richard. He was almost 10, and he was just as polite as Richard was rude. So his please had plenty of fresh air and was strong and happy. One day at breakfast, Richard's please felt that he must have some fresh air, even if he had to run away. So out he ran, out of Richard's mouth, and took a long breath. Then he crept across the table and jumped into John's mouth. The please who lived there was very angry. Get out, he cried. You don't belong here. This is my mouth. I know it, replied Richard's please. I live over there in that brother's mouth, but alas, I am not happy there. I'm never used. I never get a breath of fresh air. I thought you might be willing to let me stay here for a day or two until I felt stronger. Why, certainly, said the other please kindly. I understand. Stay, of course. And when my master uses me, we will both go out together. He is kind, and I'm sure you would not mind saying please twice. Stay as long as you like. That noon at dinner, John wanted some butter, and this is what he said. Father, will you pass me the butter, please, please? Certainly, said the father, but why be so very polite? John did not answer. He was turning to his mother and said, Mother, will you give me a muffin, please, please? His mother laughed. You shall have the muffin, dear, but why do you say please twice? I don't know, answered John. The words just seemed to jump out somehow. Katie, please, please, some water. This time John was almost frightened. Well, well, said his father, there is no harm done. One can't be too pleasing in this world. All the time little Richard had been calling, Give me an egg. I want some milk. Give me a spoon, in the rude way he had. But now he stopped and listened to his brother. He thought it would be fun to try to talk like John, so he began. Mother, will you give me a muffin? He was trying to say please, but how could he? He never guessed that his own little please was sitting in John's mouth. So he tried again and asked for the butter. Mother, will you pass me the butter? That was all he could say. So it went on all day. And everyone wondered what was the matter with those two boys. When the night came, they were both so tired, and Richard was so cross that their mother sent them to bed very early. But the next morning, no sooner had they sat down to breakfast than Richard's pleas ran home again. He had had so much fresh air the day before that now he was feeling quite strong and happy. And the very next moment he had another airing, for Richard said, Father, will you cut my orange, please? Why, the word slipped out as easily as could be. It sounded just as well as when John said it. John was only saying one please this morning, and from that time on, little Richard was just as polite as his brother. I thought that was cute. Okay, tune in next time for the next one. I actually think I'm going to read it right now.